It is May 17th, and we are here in beautiful Monroe, Georgia, at Panera Bread, at this fabulous place. I don't know if you've had a chance to eat. We've had some snacks. Miss Shannon has spoiled us, so we're all excited to have them here in Monroe. First, on behalf of the Chamber, I want to thank you for your membership and congratulate you guys for being here in Monroe. So we thank Mike as well. And I think, Mayor, we have a couple of words from you.
Yeah, just on behalf of the city, as you can tell with the turnout, I think everybody's glad you're here. We are certainly glad you're here, and on behalf of me and my wife, we don't have to drive to Athens now, and which I understand that's one of y'all's stores also, but you know, we can stay home and catch a little more TV now. But we're just certainly glad to have a quality restaurant here. I've loved your place for a long time, and glad that the city of Monroe can experience the Panera Bread experience. So thanks a lot. Anything the city can do for y'all, just let us know.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate that. So, Mike, I'm going to turn it over to you. Tell us all about Panera and what all the good things we have in store.
Well, thanks first of all for welcoming us to Monroe. The city's been real friendly to work with. It's been 130 days to get us open, and it's been a pleasure working through the city. We're very excited to be here. We have our team here, so Shannon is pretty much over our catering department. Marianne pretty much runs everything for our franchise group. Michael McClure is our general manager here, so when you're in, please do say hello. And Jimmy is our district manager over this territory. So as you're in the cafe, please say hello to us and make sure if there's anything we can do for you, we'd love to take care of you. So far, I do want to say that we've been open 2 days, and we need a little bit more help from everybody because right now we're on track to set a record for opening week, Panera Bread out of 40 in Georgia. So please help spread the word. We're staffed, got a lot of training. We hired almost 100 people, so we're proud of the jobs we've been able to create, and we got a great crew hired, and they're excited. So we're going to do our best to take good care of everybody that comes in. Yeah.
So, Mike, y'all do catering?
Yes, we do. We love catering.
Call ahead, go online.
We got all kinds of options. And again, yes, you can call ahead. You can go online and order it. We have direct Shannon. We can get her number out to everybody who needs it, and she'll take great care of you. And it's obviously all real clean and healthy products that we like to serve. So.
Very good. Well, tell them how they can find you guys.
Yes, so Shannon, why don't you tell us exactly how we can find you?
So we are located at 1223 East West Spring Street in Monroe. Our phone number is 770-266-6163. You can find us obviously on social media, online at panerabread.com. If you're looking for a catering order, we actually have a dedicated catering line that you can call, and that number is 678-389-4848. We're there to serve you guys, and we look forward to seeing everyone in Monroe.
Well, very good. Again, thank you so much and congratulations. And I know that the people there's a huge crowd behind us, so I know they're ready to sample some of the food as well. So you ready to cut the ribbon?
We are.
All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm Hope Reese. I'm the director here at the Monroe Walton Center for the Arts. I'd like to tell you a few things that we got coming up over this summer. We're getting ready for our summer camps for kids, and tons of people know about our camps, but maybe some of you don't. We have camps offered. We've got 8 classes, and they're divided by 5 to 8-year-olds and then 9 to 14-year-olds. So we've got those coming in June and July. Also in July, we have our Summer Art Intensive. That's for more serious art students. Fabulous opportunity to be taught by an AP art teacher, Stacy Jackson from Walnut Grove. And on the Friday of that week, they're actually going to SCAD, the Savannah School of Art and Design in Atlanta, for an entire day on campus of meeting with faculty and staff, finding out about scholarships, having a woodworking or a printmaking workshop with the head of the printmaking department from SCAD. Just a fabulous opportunity for our Walton County students. So all you have to do is go online at monroewaltonarts.org or come into the center or call me at 770-207-8937, and I can give you the information about our summer art camps and the art intensive. Also ongoing here at the center, we have our after-school arts program for children That's wrapping up in May, but it will start up again in September. We have a general arts class. We also have drawing and painting for kids. So lots of things going on. For adults, we have sculpture, we have drawing and painting, we have pottery classes. Downstairs in this building, this fabulous old building here in downtown Monroe, we have a full pottery studio of wheels and kilns and glazes and everything you need to get creative with clay. And then upstairs we have classrooms. This is a fabulous building. We have our gift shop here in the front, and also in our lobby area we've started a new program of focusing in on our local artists. And right now we have Susan Pelham, who was one of the founders of the Art Guild. She has 22 pieces in our lobby. Coming in the end of May, it opens May 30th, we have our woodworkers show with everything from fine furniture made out of walnut and beautiful woods to more craftsy home decor kinds of things. That will open up May 30th and run through June 17th. So that's the Saturday before Father's Day. And just about everything, people don't realize, almost everything in our gallery is for sale. So if it's in our gift shop, of course it's for sale, but even our one-woman show, Susan Pelham's collages, we've got 22 of her works. Those are also for sale. And many of the pieces that are coming into the gallery for the woodworkers show is for sale too. The other big thing we have coming up is our member show. So if you're a member or thinking about being a member of the Art Guild of the Monroe Walton Center for the Arts, the Art Guild still exists as a kind of a separate thing for our artists, but now we're calling ourselves the Monroe Walton Center for the Arts to really outreach into all of Monroe, all of Walton County, with the beauty and the message of bringing art into everybody's home and getting people in here to take classes and take our workshops. So if you're thinking about being a member, we have our member show coming up. And the deadline, I believe, for joining into that is June 22nd. So you've got plenty of time to get some items ready and to join us and bring your stuff in. So we've got all the forms that you need for our summer camps, for our ongoing classes, for the art intensive, for the summer member show, our membership forms. Anything pretty much you need is here in the gallery. Also, you can go online, monroewaltonarts.org, and learn more. And give me a call, 770-207-8937. Would love to meet you. Would love to see how we can serve you, get your ideas of classes that you'd like to take. We do have a watercolor class coming up. It's just a standalone class, and that is May 26th, the Friday of Memorial Day weekend, from 7 to 9 p.m. And that's just kind of a walk-in thing. You don't have to pre-register. It is $25 for members and $30 for non-members. But you can either register beforehand or actually even just walk in that night and have a great watercolor class. And then making this bracelet is another upcoming class that will be in June. So give us a call. We're adding new workshops, we're adding new classes all the time. We always have beautiful things to see. We're adding new artists into our gift shop. I think we have about 30 artists right now. And all of these are unique, handmade, beautifully crafted, artisan-made gifts that you could give to yourself or give to somebody that you love. And we'd love to have you come visit us. Thanks.
I'd like to welcome everybody to Walnut Grove, Highway 81 near Corn Dogs. We are going to be breaking the ground today for new Station 3 for our Walton County Fire Department. We're very excited that the taxpayers of Walton County voted to approve the last sales tax that we had to build this facility. It will be combining the current Station 3 right in the square of Walnut Grove and the Station 12, which is just up the road here in Youth, to make them one fire station. So it'll be keep everybody within the 5-mile radius, and we'll continue to be able to work good as a fire service to the county. But we have Mayor Lee here today. He's the mayor of Walnut Grove. We've been a partner with them now for a long time, and it's been excited to work together to get this fire station here. Commissioner Timmy Shelnut, District 3 Commissioner, he's been on the board here for a little over 5 years now, and he's done a good job to make this happen. So we're excited to get this thing started. Looks like over the next 6 to 8 months we will have it built, and I hope to be out here doing a ribbon cutting in late January, early February. So we'll probably come out here with a red ribbon around Valentine's and have us a good ribbon cutting. So what we'll do now is we'll all, anybody else, do I need to introduce Joe Watkins with Carter Watkins? They did the design. Hank Shirley, he's our facilities person that does that. Got Chief Mike Moore here, and then I got the 2 contractors. I can't remember their. Gary and.
I'm the superintendent, Dennis.
All right. And so we're all going to be working together to make this thing happen. Chief Moore, did you want to say anything?
No, just glad to have the building coming up out of the ground.
Okay. Well, all right. Anybody else need to say anything? Well, we'll all do it at one time on 3. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Good deal. Did y'all get that?
This is Paul Mullins with Walton Entertainment. And did you just get your tax bill gone up 40% or so? I can't believe this. This particular bill was $615 last year, and now it's $861 in just 1 year. It went up that much. Let's do a little research. Let me show you how to do this. Let's go to our computer and let's go to Google and type in Walton County Tax Assessor. Okay, we have that in. We click, this will come up. There's a lot of things to do, but you want the Q Public Net. It's what you want. Walton County Tax Assessor's Office, Q Public Net. Click on that, and this should come up on your screen. And under it says Search Records. Okay, you can look it up by the owner's name, location, or parcel number. Most people know the owner's name and the location. So let's just put in this particular parcel, just try one out here. Location is 4, and it's coming in here, 419 Bridgeport Place. That's where I'm going to do. So you just, a lot of times, just have to type in the first 4 numbers. So I type on that, and look down here at my records, and look at this. In 15, it was 4920 was evaluation. In 2016, it was 52,800, and this year, can you believe $92,300? Did you know that that's an 82% increase? Nothing goes up 82%. So what you do is go and check your records on adjoining people, and you can do this by going here to recent sales in neighborhood. And the recent sales in neighborhood will take this neighborhood where this piece of property is located. And as you can see, all the parcels in that neighborhood, there happen to be 50 in this neighborhood. And as you can look here, this sold for $30,000, this sold for $45,000, this sold for $28,000, this sold for $40,007, this sold for $35,000, $38,000, $50,000, $60,600. Remember, they valued that at $92,000, $92,300. So where did they get that figure? Well, if you keep looking, here's a parcel back in August of 16, sold for $94,000. Here's one September the 25th of 15, sold for $88,000. And here's another one, let's see, in July of 16, sold for $97,900. Now, there's no other parcels that have sold for big amounts like that. So they take these 3 parcels that sold in 2016, and they up everybody's taxes because of that. Now, is that really fair that your taxes are up because 3 houses sold? And were those houses like yours? Did the people recarpet, redo the houses on the inside, put in new appliances and all that to get that value out of them? And now they're going to tax us at what this house was completely remodeled, sold for. Now, is that fair? So what you need to do is go and protest. And on your form that they gave you, there is a number here to protest. You've got until June the 19th to protest. If you look on your tax form, there's a number to call right here at the Walton County Tax Board of Assessors, and it's located at Hammond Drive, which is the government building. And in this particular case, they've got Darlene Moon is the contact, and it's 770-267-1352. So by all means, if your taxes have gone up, I would say 20% or more, contact this, call Darlene Moon or whoever's on your form at this number, 770-267-1352, and ask them that you want to have a hearing. And it's very simple. All you do is take the documentation that you have looked up, your houses around you and all, or a whole subdivision. Can a whole subdivision go up 82%? I don't think so. And I think everybody in this subdivision ought to be protesting this because of 3 houses that sold. Well, one 88,000 and 2 over in 90,000. So take your form and by all means go protest. This is Paul Mullins with Walton Entertainment. And if you would like to voice your protest, you can also go to the old Walton County Courthouse, downtown Monroe, and at 5 o'clock on Thursday the 25th, you can show up and voice your opinion on these high taxes. So this is Paul Mullins with Walton Entertainment.
And then having activities for you to be able to recreate and raise your children and families in. So really glad to represent the small portion of Walton County that I have, and always a pleasure. And please know that anytime you need assistance from me or even Bill or Kirby or anybody, you know, we always have an open door policy and always enjoy being with you guys. So I'm going to turn it over to our majority leader here, Bill Cowser. And Bill's done a great job for us in the time I've been in Senate. He was our leader this year, our majority leader, and obviously does a good job of representing you guys and also is a good spokesman for the state. And I'm proud to call him our majority leader in the state Senate. So Bill, thank you.
Always a pleasure to be here in Walton County. I don't ever want to speak without taking the chance to thank you for giving me the opportunity to represent you in the state Senate. It is a very enriching thing in my life, and I have a very deep affection for Walton County. This is the strongest Republican base in the 46th district, and I wouldn't be in office without you, and I'll never forget that. I get razzed by these guys. We get along fantastic. It's such a good delegation that we have about, you know, gobbling up all the information and talking about all the good stuff before their time to go. And I intentionally got here late today to let them go first, but they didn't take the bait. But I'm going to limit my conversation so that they don't get after me later for talking about all the fun bills that we passed. I'm going to speak about terrorism because that is a issue that the Senate has gotten really concerned about in the last 2 years. Last year, we had heard about the Boston bombing. We had heard about the attack in San Bernardino. We had heard about the attack down in Charleston, South Carolina. There's the attack that happened down in Orlando, I think actually happened during our session last year. And so a group of us in the Senate formed a working group to look to see what is the state of Georgia doing to protect against these type of terrorist attacks. And as sad of a state of affairs as it is, we can't just put our head in the sand and pretend like that's never going to affect Georgia. It is certainly becoming more and more widespread worldwide, and not necessarily just international terrorism, but domestic, homegrown terrorists that maybe get radicalized on the internet or whatever groups and associations they're with, and then begin to act out. And I mean, there's no better word to describe it than terrorism, because they impose terror or intimidation on society. So we wanted to look to see what is Georgia doing to prevent that from happening in our state. Let's don't just ignore the situation and pretend like it'll never happen. Let's be proactive and prepare for it and try to stop it before it occurs. Last year we passed a bill that put into the Code of Georgia a collaborative effort between the federal government and the state government to fight against terroristic activities. It's called GSAC, Georgia Information Sharing and Analysis Center. That'll take you forever to say that. We've nicknamed it the Fusion Center because we're fusing state and federal law enforcement together and local law enforcement to both discover risk and react to them, respond to them. It's a collaborative effort between the Homeland Security Agency at the federal level, the FBI, the GBI, State Patrol, Georgia Emergency Management, the Attorney General's Office, all the players at the state level that need to be prepared for those type things. And literally what happens is the federal government shares with us the intelligence that they learn about terrorist activity, and vice versa. We share with the federal government what we discover or observe so that they can put greater emphasis on that, investigate it to make sure that we're doing everything we can to, as old Barney Fife would say, nip it in the bud. Let's stop these actions before they take place. Now that sounds like I was some very creative person to come up with that, but the reality was we were already doing it. We already had a fusion center, as most states do. It had been the product of just an executive order. All the way back to Roy Barnes when we had 9/11 occurred, we set up this collaborative effort, and each governor afterwards had continued to renew an executive order to keep this working group together. They're in a very secure location with within the FBI headquarters, soundproof rooms where they can have secure communications, and we were able to tour that and see what we were doing. But we put it into law so it will be a permanent fixture in Georgia, not subject to the whims of whatever the governor of the day is. We viewed that as the first step towards making sure that we were protecting Georgians.
Hi there, I'm Emily Gulman, Director of Marketing and Business Development here at Clearview Regional Medical Center. Thanks so much for tuning in today. As summertime is approaching, we encourage you, if you are going to be outside working in the yard, laying out by the pool, or just enjoying some time outside, that you be sure and use that sunscreen. The sun's ultraviolet rays can be especially damaging to anyone's skin at any age. So be sure and wear hats, wear protective clothing, sunscreen, and also insect repellent as well. Mosquitoes can oftentimes carry germs and diseases along with other bugs, and it's just a great way to protect yourself and your family from many of those summertime things that might be lurking around the corner, whether it be mosquitoes or sun or whatever it is. Just protect yourself. So we encourage you to have a safe and happy and healthy summertime. In addition to that, we have several different things going on here at Clearview. As always, our Healthy Circle is a senior organization that anybody is eligible to join. For just a nominal fee, you get a membership card and get all sorts of national discounts and whatnot, with information that is given to you through a annual magazine as well as a quarterly newsletter. In addition to that, we have monthly lunch and learns that we host here at the hospital that are free for those members of our Healthy Circle. This month, during the month of May, on Thursday, May the 25th, we are going to be doing a lunch and learn on what's in your medicine cabinet. So figuring out those medicines that you might have had in there for a while, which ones expire, which ones do what, which ones have side effects, which ones should you not take together. So we encourage you to attend that to learn more about medications that you might be on. In addition, in the month of June, on Thursday, June the 29th, we're going to be doing a lunch and learn exploring Medicare. Medicare can be a vast and confusing world with advantage plans and supplement plans and just about everything else that you can possibly imagine. So our case management director, Ms. Susie Payne, is going to be going over all those different resources that are available to our seniors as they choose their different plans within the Medicare system. Also educating you on what your plan actually covers and what that means when you're here in the hospital, whether it be on an outpatient basis or an inpatient basis. What can you expect to see from your insurance plan, and what kind of are those expectations that are being set for the patients so that you can choose carefully when it is time for you to choose that plan. So again, that lunch and learn is going to be on on Thursday, June the 29th here at Clearview. If you'd like to register for any of our lunch and learns, you can visit our website at clearviewregionalmedicalcenter.com, or feel free as always to call our physician referral line where you can sign up for events, and you can also get referrals on physicians that are in our area that might take your insurance. That phone number is 1-877-933-2762. If you're new to the area and you are looking for a physician, feel free to call our physician referral line or check out our website. We have over 150 physicians on staff here that represent over 40 different medical specialties. So there's really no need to travel outside of Walton County and maybe even Monroe for whatever your medical needs might be. We can surely help you here at Clearview through our staff, our talented and well-esteemed medical staff. So check us out online or give us a call and we'll be happy to help you with any of that. As always, we encourage you to stay healthy this summer. As I mentioned earlier, wear that sunscreen, wear that insect repellent, keep yourself and your family happy and healthy. And if there's anything we can do here at Clearview, as always, give us a call. And we would love to help you out with whatever that might be. Thanks so much and stay healthy.
Good morning. Thank you for watching. I'm Dina Huff. I'm the Director for the Partnership for Families, Children, and Youth. And today I just want to share with you a little bit about what's coming up. We are, we're already in the month of May, and before you know it, school will be out, the kids will be out for the summer, and all the parents will be looking for something to do for their kids. So we here at the Partnership offer monthly meetings. We do not take the summer off. We only take the month of July off. We have collaborative meetings the third Tuesday of the month at 8 a.m. at Felker Gym, and that's a time for folks in the community to come together and share information and resources. So if you are available, we invite you. That's open to the public. We invite you to come and get information about what's going on in Walton County. And just to give you a few ideas about what's going on this summer, if you're looking for something to do with your kids, if you're a stay-at-home mom, an idea may be to get involved with fish. They provide sack lunches every summer. I think they're up to over 2,000 kids each day that they deliver a summer sandwich and some other items in a bag that they deliver each day. So that is a wonderful opportunity for your kids to learn, to give to others, and you can be a part of that as well. Also, they will have some activities at your library, whether you're in Monroe, Loganville, Social Circle, Walnut Grove, all those areas you will be able to go. Check out a book and read. They will have different activities going on in the various libraries in Walton County. So I suggest that you check those out as well. And also, there's a summer camp, and that is starting in June, and I believe that will go all summer long. And the contact for that is Monroe Walton Center for the Arts. That number is 770-207-8937. So that is a camp that your kids can participate all summer long. Of course, there's a cost to that. You would have to contact the person in charge to find out about that. Now, something else that I would like to speak to you about is Alcovy CASA. That's court-appointed special advocates. Now, this is one of our partners, and they're very near and dear to my heart. May is National Foster Care Month, and we have a huge need for foster care parents in Walton County. So if you feel led and you have a need, we would like for you to contact us, and I can put you in touch with the correct person to become a volunteer. You can volunteer with Alcovy CASA without becoming a foster parent, and maybe get some more information about becoming a foster parent, or just do other activities and just volunteer if you don't have as much time as it would take to become a foster parent. So you can get in touch with me about that, and I'll give you the information for the local person. So let's see what else I have. We have the First Friday concert coming up this Friday, and I know it'll be too late after this airs, but please know that this starts May 5th, and today is May 4th. We have the Spring Fling and Kids Fest coming up with the Monroe Farmers Market, Saturday, May 13th, 8:30 to 1. And there's just a lot going on. So instead of the kids sitting on the sofa or sitting in their bedroom this summer, have them out doing stuff. You know, give them chores to do this summer. It's always good for kids to learn new things. Let them get involved in other things. There's always opportunities for them to volunteer different places in Walton County. And you can always call us. We may not know the answer, but we can always find a resource to maybe send you to. So give us a call here at the partnership if you have any questions. And like I said, today is May the 4th, and it is my son's birthday. So I would like to wish Bryce Huff a very happy birthday. So if you have any questions for us here at the partnership, please feel free to give us a call at 770-207-6060. Thank you.
Good morning again. Michael Davis here with you from your Walton County Extension Office. Coming to you today here the first part of May. Got a little information for you I'd like to give out. First of all, we want to congratulate some of our 4-H teams on their fine show here the last few weeks. First of all, congratulations to our junior state horse judging teams. They placed first and third. We had 2 junior teams. They received honors both in first and third place in the state. They also competed in the hippology contest, in which they placed very high there as well. And of course, hippology, for those who don't know it, that's the actual science of the horse. That's the study of the horse. Also, our junior team, they finished third in, our senior team, they finished third in the state and had the high individual, Miss Maddie Hutchinson, and that's a great accomplishment for her and for them. Also, our junior air rifle team recently competed down at Rock Eagle at their state contest or competition, and they came in first as well in the sporter division and had the high individual there as well, Miss Lucy Peters, and we want to give a shout out to her and also say congratulations to them. Our junior poultry judging team just recently competed the first, the 3rd of May, and down in Henry County at McDonough, and placed third in that area contest out of roughly 20 teams. So good job there. They had the 10th high individual for the contest, Jackson Davis. We want to say a shout out to him as well, and good job there, poultry judging team. Our goat club recently held their spring dairy goat show back at the end of April, and they had a lot of contestants out there showing off their dairy goats. And they've got their big market goat show coming up here in June, on the 10th of June at the Ag Center. So if you want to check out that, that'll be another good opportunity to go out and check out some goats. There'll be a large number of them out there, well over 200. So come on out on June 10th if you're in the area for our market goat show. And Mr. Blair and that group does a great job there with them. Our state BB match is coming up, and in fact will be occurring on May 6th down at Rock Eagle. There'll be well over 500 shooters at that match, and we want to wish our teams good luck in that. All our shooters this year qualified for that match, and we want to say a big shout out and thanks to Mr. Carlin and his group that work with those youth, and along with Miss Kathy Sasser for the work that they do with those kids, and wish them the best of luck and good luck there on that contest. We still have a few spaces available for 4-H camp for our Cloverleaf 4-Hers, which is at Rock Eagle this year with us. That'll be coming up the week, believe it or not, unfortunately, it's the week of July the 4th, which I know we have a lot of plans, but if you don't have plans and want to send your kid to camp, they'll get fireworks down there, which is the only week of camp that they have fireworks, will be that week that we're there. We have a few spots available for any child in 4-H or any child in Walton County, 4th through the 6th grade. Contact or come by the office for more information on Cloverleaf Camp at Rock Eagle, which is the week of July the 3rd through the 7th. We'll be down there, and there'll be a lot of activities going on. They will stay active and get off the couch, so you won't have to worry about them being a couch potato that week, and they'll have a lot of fun. And we look forward to those who are going to that experience. It's a great experience. If you've never been involved, it is one of the highlights of our 4-H program, our camping program. Again, contact the office at 770-267-1324 for more information. We also have many things here available to our general public. I want to make mention too, we're still available to bring any kind of soil sample into us or water samples. We have those bags for the soil samples. We have the bottles for the water testing if you need those. Also, we have information on the radon testing, which has been something in the news here of late. You can contact, again, our office for that, or come by and see us for more information on those. Joel Burnstead, our ag agent, he will be glad to speak with you. So, yes, in our office, again, we are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to noon. We take an hour off for lunch, and then we're back open 1 to 5. That's Monday through Friday. Again, our number is 770-267-1324. Again, congratulations to all these 4-H teams. Good luck to those who are participating here in the near future. And if you're around June 10th, come on out to the Ag Center to the Goat Show. And if you want more information about summer camp, give us a call. Until next time, have a great day. Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Kenny Sargent with Keep Walton Beautiful from the Walton County Recycling Center. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. Wanted to remind everyone the big thing coming up will be our June 3rd of document destruction event. We will also be doing a flag collection that day. We've had an Eagle Scout that built us a new flag box that we're going to have in our recycling drive-through year-round, but the June 3rd date will kind of be our kickoff with that. We'll have the box out front for everybody to see. And if you've got any old, worn, tattered flags, please bring them and we'll put them in the flag box. And when that flag box fills up, we will call in that group of Eagle Scouts, and they'll come in and twice a year they do a flag ceremony, and they'll take care of those and make sure they're disposed of properly. Again, on June 3rd, the event will be from 9 to 11. It'll be here at the Walton County Recycling Center. We will ask that you bring in only 2 banker's boxes full of paper. Anything over that is subject to be charged. That will be decided by Lindsay Group, who will be doing the shredding for us. But the general rule of thumb is 2 banker-sized boxes full of paper that can be disposed of. Any sensitive materials that you don't feel comfortable just putting in your standard recycling, or if you normally throw that stuff away, it's a good time to get rid of it. They'll take your papers from you. They even have a monitor on the side of the truck you can watch to see your documents be destroyed. So it's a pretty neat little deal. It seems really popular in the county. We look forward to doing it every year. Again, it'll be from 9 to 11 on Saturday, June 3rd, right here at the Walton County Recycling Center. It is for residents only, so businesses, we really try to avoid getting in that amount of paper, as well as Lindsay Document Destruction doesn't want to do business shredding on that day. If you have any questions or concerns or anything you want to find out more on our document destruction flag collection day, give us a call, 770-267-1421, and we'd be happy to answer any questions. Again, if you're not recycling, or if you've never been down here before, you want to find out more, you want to find out how you can do some environmental friendly volunteering in the future, come out here, meet us, let us walk you around, show you what we do here, talk to you a little bit about volunteer opportunities and some of the events and projects we do here. Be happy to show you around. Get you started recycling is what we're really wanting to do if you're not already recycling. So just come on out and see, you know, what a wonderful resource we have right here in Walton County. We're eager to help you get started and answer any questions that we can. So come on out and see us.
Hi, this is Jody Johnson. I'm here with the Recreation Report. Glad to see that our spring sports are going real well. We've had some pretty good early spring weather, but we're taking a little break right now due to the spring break. The school system's all lined up pretty well for us, so we were able to take a week off of all of our activities to let people have some good family time and go on vacations and do that sort of thing. As all of our sports, right when we get kind of in the middle of the other sports starting, we start turning our focus on the next part of our programs that's coming up, which means our fall sports registrations. That will be coming up very, very soon towards the end of May, actually May 8th through the 13th. You can go by one of the community centers at Social Circle, Monroe, at Felker Park, or at Meridian in Loganville, and sign up for one of our softball, baseball, soccer, cheerleading, football. We have all of those programs athletically going on May 8th through the 13th. The fee is around $75 for most of the participants that we have right here in the fall. So it's usually one of our largest programs that we have is our fall sports programs. Usually around 2,000 to 2,500 kids sign up for our fall sports program, so it's a great time to get in. I've also had a lot of phone calls of people asking about our ponds. This being the early spring, a lot of fish are coming up to the banks, kind of waking up from their long winter's nap. But so people are asking when can they go fishing in the few ponds that we have here with the county. The DNR always stocks our pond with about 2,000, 2,500 catfish each year. So we have to close those things down until we have our opening day, or what we call our fishing derby, our fishing and casting contest. And that will be coming up real soon. On Saturday, April 30th, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m., we'll have it at Meridian Park. That's in Loganville, and that's always a real popular one. We usually average around 300 to 500 people that show up for that fishing and casting contest. And then Saturday, May 7th, from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m., we'll have it at Matthews Park. And then from that Saturday forward, we'll have our regular fishing open for the general public. It just takes that long, and I know this is the prime time that everybody wants to get out and fish, but it takes that length of time for our fish to mature, so they're worth catching. So, and each year we put about 2,000 catfish in, and then throughout the year those things get caught out and either thrown back or a few are kept. But anyway, that's a huge program, our fishing and casting contest, where we do give out prizes for the largest fish caught and some of the skills challenges that we have with the casting contest. And it's all by age, ages 4 and 5, ages 6 and 8, ages 9, 10, ages 11 and 12, and then 13 through adults is where we have the categories for that fishing contest. I'll put that flyer up here at the end of our speech. But also want to invite you out to our community centers. We have a lot of great programs that are going on right now. We have a lot of room since basketball's over. Our gyms are back open for use, so there's plenty of room for our programs, whether it's kickboxing or Zumba, anything that you want to get in shape for this spring. Go to our website, look at the program. You can call our community centers. They can give you all kind of information on that. Also want to invite you to come out to the weight rooms that we have available. We have the walking tracks that are there that are climate controlled. Maybe it's a little windy outside. The weather may be right, but it's a little windy. You can go out and get in our climate controlled areas and walk and exercise. It's a great place to go and do that. So again, I want to invite you. Our website has got a wealth of information for you. WaltonCountyGA.gov. It's always there for you. You can find a park near you. You can look at the pavilions to rent. We have a lot of good things on that website for you to look at and to explore. So we invite you to use the parks that the Board of Commissioners have blessed us to be able to maintain for you. So go out and use the parks for what they're used for, and we'll try to keep everything nice and clean for you to the best of our ability. So again, I'll have the flyer up here with our fall sports registrations. Please don't miss that. It's kind of way before, but we have to kind of put this thing, the registration, before school lets out, and then we'll start that program as school starts back in the next school year. Again, those fishing contests are coming up, and we'll send this flyer out to about 15,000 of the kids throughout the school system here in the next week or so to remind you of the registrations and the programs that we have. So hope to see you soon at a park, and until next time. But also remember, sportsmanship starts at home. Thank you very much.
Hi, this is David at Reboot with the Reboot Tech Tip. We constantly have people coming in here saying that they get these weird messages popping up on their computers, saying that they need to call a number, that their computer's been infected with viruses. Don't call the number. If you get somebody calling you on the phone claiming they're from Microsoft or somebody else saying that they've detected viruses coming from your computer and they want access to your computer, do not give them access to your computer. That is the fastest way to get your personal information hacked and your credit cards and bank statements compromised and lead to all sorts of issues dealing with credit fraud and all that. Under no circumstances should you give anyone that you don't know or explicitly trust permission to access to your computer. If you get a pop-up saying that you need to call Microsoft, go on Google and Google Microsoft support number. It's an 800 number, and call them from that number. Don't call them from any number provided to you by a pop-up or web page that's not a trusted source. If you continue to get these messages, it's possible that you have some sort of adware or virus on your computer. You should bring it in and let us check it out for you. Some cases, all you got to do is just reset your browser and those messages should go away. But sometimes they don't. So again, you should just bring your computer in and let us take a look at it and make sure there's nothing wrong with it. And that's the Reboot Tech Tip for the week.
Hello Walton County, this is Kevin Little with the Chairman's Report on Channel 16 Walton Entertainment. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the proposed 2018 budget, which is the Board of Commissioners was presented this past Tuesday night at our board meeting. And what we're doing, the proposal will keep the millage rate at the same rate that it was the previous year, but due to property value increases, you will more than likely have a small, depending on where you live, to a large tax increase just depending on your property values. Across Walton County, you know, we go from very urbanized to heavily rural, and so there's a vast variety of tax structure across our county. So that's required by law that our tax assessors evaluate and make it a fair market value for what your property value is. It's required by Georgia state law, not required by local law, and so that's something that we have to do to make sure everything's fair and equitable. There's been a lot of counties throughout Georgia over several years through the downturn and the bad times. They got into some big trouble because they didn't do the fair assessments that were required by Georgia, and so there's some major tax increases in some counties around. I've been seeing it on the nightly news, and so that's quite interesting. We've tried to be fair and equitable with the county over the past several years. I told you during the downturn that if y'all would crawl with me then, we would all get up and walk, and we
kept the millage rate the same during the downturn, and then the first 3 years after the downturn, we rolled the millage rate back to give you a tax break there. And now as the economy is picking up and things are looking better, we're keeping the millage rate the same, but I cannot control your property values and what goes on in the county. I got a graph, a pie chart that I'm going to show you that tells you a little bit about where your tax dollars come from. I've seen some social media want to know where their tax dollars goes, and there's a lot of confusion there. People don't understand that the county works in the unincorporated county, but we also run several things within the cities. And then the school board runs the school system, which is a taxing authority. And if you live within the city limits of a city, then you've got a taxing authority there also. So what I'm going to do is I'll try to explain a little bit about what's going on. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to call, and I'll be glad to get you an answer and talk to you about it. But we'll look at this pie chart. Pie chart. Public safety is always a big issue with everyone. Our fire services, the countywide fire services, is about $5.5 million proposal there. We have at least one firefighter in every fire station around the county, and then we have 2 manpower squads that are rolling. We're not fully staffed to 2 or 3 member fire stations. We have the manpower squads that are adequate at this time. We've been working several years to try to get to have 2 or more firemen in each station for 24 hours, but we haven't made it to this point here. The courts is about $6 million. That's all your superior courts, your magistrate court, your probate courts, juvenile courts. It's about $6 million, and that's public safety too, because that keeps your bad people away and makes them try to behave. Sheriff's Department is about $16 million. That's your road deputies, that's your jail, the administration down at Sheriff's Department. They have to cover the whole area of the county, and then if the cities need them inside the cities, they assist in there as well. So we do have a large budget there, but they have a large area to cover. General government, which is your finance, your HR, your other offices, the county government, and that's about $8.5 million that's there to keep that all operating, keeping it going. That's recycling, and that's animal control and such as that, other items that are under your general county government. Also, the recreation and libraries is about $3 million of operational budget there, and that's there. Public works, your roads, your grass, your ditches and cross drains is about $6.5 million, and so that takes a lot. They have a large amount of roads they have to maintain and keep up and maintain for the county. The health and welfare is only $805,000. Economic development's about $2 million, and other uses is about $3.2 million. But each one of these functions on this pie chart is very important to you because they serve a service to you in the county as a citizen. And so we've run a very lean budget for the last several years. We've been very lean, and I'll invite anybody to come and sit down with me. We'll go page for page over the budget in Walton County, and if they see something unnecessary, we'll talk about it and discuss it and see what's there. I do want to clarify, I did see on social media people complaining about things going on in the city of Monroe. This budget has nothing to do with the city of Monroe. So when you're out and you're uninformed about what you're talking about, make sure that you educate yourself before you go out and find out what your complaint is, because the county government, we don't provide any services other than animal control inside the city limit. The courts, we do use, the courts are used by the cities. They do have their own traffic courts, but they use the other courts. What I wanted to also tell you that on your tax bill, for every $1,000 that you pay in, the Board of Education gets $700 of that. Our Walton County Board of Education, they do a great job educating our children. That's quite a great task. The state has cut their money down, and it has got hard. But out of
$1,000, I only get around $300 of that. The county only gets about $300 of that. And in public safety, we have $350,000 fire trucks. You have $85,000 rescue trucks. In the sheriff's department, you have $35,000 patrol cars that are hot pursuit vehicles and such as that. The courts, you have to maintain those courts and with security and with the laws and law books and such as that. The sheriff's department is the jail. The jail is a very, very high cost, very costly to you, the taxpayers. And then you get over here to recreation and the library. Recreation is almost, they get back about half of what they cost you in fees and rentals. And so they're not that. Public works, it's the roads, and so there's a large amount there. But for $300 out of every 1,000 is what we have to manufacture this budget and take care of you, the citizen of Walton County. We are estimated around 88,000 people right now, probably going to be somewhere in the 95 to 98,000 by 2020, because the growth is coming back now, and there's a influx. People want to live in Walton County. We're convenient. Proximity to Atlanta, proximity to Athens, plus you still got the rural atmosphere here. So, but if you do have any questions or concerns, the board will be voting on this budget in June. We have a public hearing May 25th at 5 o'clock at the historical courthouse. And if you have any questions or concerns, please give me a call at 770-267-1316. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for tuning in today. As always, we're going to show you some of the dogs and cats that are here at Walton County Animal Control. Of course, this isn't a dog or a cat, but this is the time of year where we're starting to get calls about these kind of critters. This is a common black rat snake. We find these all over the place. Probably 90% of the calls that we get at Animal Control are about these snakes. They're actually completely harmless unless you're a bird or a rat. But they might give you a heart attack. They're really common, they're totally harmless, so there's no need to go chopping them up with a shovel. In fact, it is illegal to kill snakes like this in Georgia. If you see these out in your yard, the best thing to do is just let them be. They'll move on their own. They're scouting your property for some food, for some mice, for some rats, other small rodents. They're great climbers. They'll climb up in a tree or climb up the side of your house looking for birds' nests. They like to raid those birds' nests and get some eggs out of there. They'll actually eat eggs whole. This one, like I said, is a real big one. He's recently eaten something. I don't know what it is, but he was stretched out on someone's kitchen table, which I can imagine scares the heck out of some people. Now with Animal Control, if you see one of these in your yard and you call us, I hate to tell you, but we're not going to come. A snake outside is the natural habitat for a snake, so you just kind of leave them alone and let them move on. Now if they're inside your house and you can see where it's at, you can give us a call. We'll send an officer out like we did yesterday to catch this big one. But again, other than the fear that it strikes in you, they're completely harmless. You can just let them be if you see them outdoors, and they'll move on their own. You can call us or call the Department of Natural Resources if you've got other questions about them or a problem. But really, they're just pretty cool creatures. Enjoy them. Let them move out on their own and resist that temptation to chop them up with your shovel. Now we're going to show you some of the dogs and cats that are here at the shelter.
We've got a black lab retriever mix. He's very sweet. He seems to get along with others. He's probably about 3 years old. He's very sweet and he needs a home. He's not neutered.
This is Sadie. She is a 2-year-old pit bull. She's very sweet. Very sweet.
Hey everybody, we got us a nice little bird dog right here, female. See how sweet she is? Maybe 4 years old. Looking for a good home. Make a nice pet.
We got a lab mix. He's probably about 2 or 3 years old. He's not neutered. He is housebroken. He gets along with others and he likes kids. He needs to be neutered. He needs a home fast.
This is Starla. She's 4 years old and she's a pit mix. This is Nemo.
He's about 1 year old, and he was an owner surrender, so he's available anytime after now.